So, Breath of the Wild has just been delayed. I know I'm a little late to talk about this, but with the recent news, I figured it'd be a good idea to share my thoughts. I have a couple of reasons why I think the game has been delayed to 2023. This should be fun. I've never really made a video like this, and my channel is kind of new, so it would mean the world if you, you know what to do. Breath of the Wild was announced back at E3 2019. Zelda fans like myself were ecstatic. Another Zelda game? And not only that, but a sequel to one of the greatest games released in recent years. The hype was real, to say the least. Fans immediately took to YouTube, speculating every single detail frame by frame for months. Everyone wanted to know everything possible. Speculations of the game's release date was everywhere. Some people said 2020, some said 2021. People's reasoning behind the guesses was that the game was using Breath of the Wild's engine, therefore would take significantly less time than Breath of the Wild's 5-year development time. While it is probably true, it would inevitably take over half of that time to get an official release date. In the summer of 2021, we finally got another trailer. I remember when it was released, I watched it over and over and I'm a lonely person. Anyway, at the end of the trailer, we got a release year, 2022. Nintendo wasn't clear exactly when it would come out, but this was huge. 2022. It wasn't even that far away. Fans waited and waited. Oh, wait, what's this? A new trailer. Oh, I can't wait to see new footage of the game and possibly a release date. Oh, the game's delayed. Spring 2023. Games take a long time to make. Nintendo's thing is kind of quality over quantity with their games. We all know how Cyberpunk turned out. Games take a long time to make, and more often than not, if a game is rushed, it will show in the quality. Cyberpunk was a game that was hyped up for many years, and with that comes the urge to push out the game as soon as possible, overall reducing the quality. And it really shows. There, of course, could be other factors in this, like 2020, which I'll talk about in a bit, and cost. I think it goes without saying tens of millions of dollars go into production with AAA titles. The financial cost and mental health price could be huge, which brings me back to the sequel of Breath of the Wild. Obviously, the developers don't want to work on the game for too long because of cost, but I really don't think a company of Nintendo's scale is too worried about the cost, especially when we're talking about the game that has the opportunity to become another instant classic like the first game. I also feel like we should be grateful that Nintendo is a company that will allow its workers to take their time with such a huge project. We should be grateful that the company doesn't treat the only reason why these games could even come out like shit. It's genuinely sickening to see how some multi-billion-dollar companies treat their employees. We should be glad Nintendo provides a safe and healthy work environment for these wonderful creators. Nintendo has always treated their workers with respect. Now, if only they could treat their fans like that. But I digress. The pandemic affected a lot of companies in 2022. It is possible that this could be the reason for the delay. Personally, I think it's just the creators keep finding new things to do with the game, and that's why it's been delayed. If you look at the first game, they had so many ideas that they just had to make a DLC. It wasn't a small DLC either, mind you. It was almost overwhelming how much content it provided. They had so many ideas for the DLC, they decided to make a sequel. So it's very possible that they decided to push the launch time to 2023 because of all the new ideas. That brings me to the final reason why Breath of the Wild 2 might have been delayed. 2022 is already a big year for gaming, with the release of Kirby, Pokemon, Horizon Forbidden West, and oh yeah, Elden Ring. It's only April and we already have so many big AAA games. With the release of Elden Ring, it's pretty easy to tell what the game of the year is going to be. Maybe Nintendo wants Breath of the Wild 2 to be a game of the year, so they don't have to compete with that. So why do you think Breath of the Wild 2 is delayed? Leave your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is kind of a new channel, so if you want to check out some other videos from me, I'm playing through Link's Awakening. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.